tomorrow mawuyinsiswa zibambe ivuvuzela mawumuntu osifazane zibambe ibhiskiti.
Yeah, what's life?
Dude,
Bo wenza kancane. Yababona laba abashaya ikarati. Athi ashaya ama congregation ngabanga ama deacon ayeza. He's like what?
Dumelang, this is your girl Isaiah, better known on social media as Gelo Ratang Ditaba, Kirlankiti, but I'm a Sutu girl from the East End, Kim Koen, I'm Shakwa, no Pula di Sama Malang, Thank you. Welcome to Socialites. And I'm with my gorgeous co-hosts, the gorgeous Leendo. Can you please introduce yourself, madam?
Hi everyone, my name is Leendo, and I'm so excited to being a co-host on this super exciting podcast. This is actually our very first episode.
Yep.
So yeah, it's something that I've never really done, but I'm really looking forward to hosting this podcast.
Oh yes, and we are also with
Hello. Everyone knows me as Nkululeko, aka Pastor Breezy, aka Nkululeko.
Aye.
But yes, most of you guys know me, season 2, Married at First Sight. And yes, I'm very excited to be here in this space. This is Socialite, baby, and I'm very excited. Thank you.
Oh yes. And guys, I want to tell you guys something. Nkululeko, yes, muhle lumfana. Last time I saw him for the first time,
10 years ago.
10 years, besifunda sonke, you know.
No, that's a long time ago.
But anyway, guys, welcome to Socialites. Listen, don't forget to subscribe. This is a platform where we'll be sharing current news, and just having a lovely time. Today, though, we are getting to know each other, especially most of the time I like talking about indaba zabantu. So today it's very much refreshing, you know, right? And by the way, you know the lady that's sitting right next to me, she is the wife of the CEO. Can you imagine? You imagine? And she's so calm. She's like, hi guys. Madam!
What's on fire spotlight?
Right?
But like, Nkululeko, don't you think usually what we have in mind, when you see a woman who's the CEO, like amahlomba square, and like, you know, you just like you are not relatable to anyone. For you, how has that been for you ever since you started this journey? And how do you keep yourself calm and not braggadocious and
Well, I think like that is just who I am. I'm a very calm person. You know, I do have a YouTube channel where I do cooking and baking tutorials. So even if you can check me there, I'm very calm. It's who I am, and actually that's what made my husband fall in love with me. He always says like your spirits, you know, is what drew me to you. So that's just how I am. Yeah. So and angisumuntu opregayo, angisumuntu othanda izinto kakhulu. Okay, mangikhula bengithanda izinto, yes, but njengamanje I don't like things or whatever. Like for example, mhlambe you think maybe I'm someone who loves shopping and stuff like that. I'm not. I'm very reserved. I'm very reserved.
I like
Yeah.
that.
So that's just how I am.
So a typical Sunday afternoon, like a lazy Sunday in jail. So you're not going to church, you're not going to work. What do you usually do just to, you know, make yourself happy and just...
It's definitely being in the kitchen. I love being in the kitchen.
Wow.
Like I just always want to see myself in the kitchen, and I love baking on Sunday mornings. Yeah, I'm trying to bake so I love baking scones. I love scones, and then my husband loves biscuits.
Oh, nice.
So I'll bake both like Sunday mornings, and then afternoon I'll just be relaxed in the kitchen cooking now. It's Sunday, cause 7 colors, several colors. you know,
Yeah.
so that's what I usually like to do.
Mm.
And then I just chill with my family. I've got 2 small boys.
Oh, that's
Yeah, one
dope.
is 2 years old and the other one is 4 months old.
Oh,
Yes.
oh no, baby,
I've got very handsome boys.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So I'm always just Sundays of a family. We
Yeah.
try so much to make it about family. We are always busy, but on Sundays it's family. Lapo vele, I don't compromise because even during the week sometimes I don't get time to wutsing pege and all that. But then on Sundays, I cook.
No
Like I
compromise.
cook up and stuff. I don't compromise, lapo. So yeah, basically that's how my Sundays usually look like.
Oh, that is so
Sure.
beautiful. And then the fact
Thank you.
that they are such a young couple, Nkululeko, you know.
You know,
And it is so refreshing to see. And Umvila to turn bake.
and I wanted to actually add a comment. I wanted to ask, ukhulele Jerusalem because bayabheka ngale phela kudlala. Thanda izinto ezifresh. Akunakuthi let's go to the store and buy bread. Light umlilo kushawa vele ibodo.
Yeah.
It's in.
Definitely. And speaking of which, when uyawathanda amakhekhe.
Hey, Mapi.
I can teach myself a bag. But yeah, honestly speaking, that is so like refreshing to hear. Yazi. Like you're seeing a young couple, phela banemali abantu.
Millions.
Ninemali
Millions.
guys.
Exposed.
Yo, millions.
Dude,
Abo
and
makapati.
see how calm they are. Wena ngaleso sikhathi uhlala eTsakani, u4 room, Mara.
Hey. Beyonce.
Dude.
Hey.
And when manje like isho yako, like especially because you're also from Tsakane, ne? Like home is Tsakane?
No, it's the East Rand.
Okay.
So my dad used to live at Watem,
Yeah.
right? And then I have also some families like Abokoko, I'm a relative.
Oh.
But my mom lives in Benoni. That's where home is.
Is it?
Yeah, and then Minage, I live in Bradpan.
Oh.
Yeah, so obviously Tsakane, Watem, it's very close. Yeah, I used to have relatives that side from my dad's side.
Go.
But konje basibiza ngesiprat lesi Malandela.
And Dabezita. I don't know.
Yeah, it's either between the Ndabezi and no Malandela. No, I'm right. Because when I do this, I see Ndabezi. Malandela, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to have family there. But we are Zimos, you know, abantu abadala, bayashona and stuff like that. So yeah, mostly on my dad's side, Magic. The communication is with like my siblings.
Oh,
you know?
how many siblings do you have?
Yo, on my dad's side.
Yo. Hi. Wish me to have
like the way it have grown so much. There was a point whereby I think a little bit of my matric time.
Okay.
Kati sewile competition yabo cheer man.
Chris Breeze. Yo. I remember,
yeah. So man, let's abantu I wanna now. Also the girls now want me. I'm taller, so sewile mtoleyo. But C5, I'm the firstborn.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So 5 on my dad's side, and then 2 siblings on my mom's side.
Oh, nice. And when do you also see yourself like having a big family like that?
I'm a very family orientated man. More than anything, in whatever I do, I look at generational wealth.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not only just speaking about money. I'm talking about mentality.
Yeah.
The love for, you know, charity begins at home. So I love family. Ngifuna ma twins.
Oh.
Yabona mangathola ama twins. Awamantombazana. Oh my god. And then I'll get a boy because I already have a son.
Yeah, and about umntana kuna 13, is it true?
He is turning 13 in December.
Teenager.
Yo.
Ngimenze very early.
Was it high school pregnancy?
Yeah, it was 2012.
One.
Yeah. No, ikhona. Leso story leso siyashisa. Siyashisa leso story leso. No, ngizonitshela. But when you're asking me so many questions, how about you? Like, I'd like to know, is like childhood, as you say, and you're looking so gorgeous, you know, you do all of these things on TikTok. You give us the most heated stories? Like, like, is it something that you've always wanted? Tell us about your childhood bringing to where you are right now.
So mina ngikhulele in a family where my dad would go to work and my mom would be the housewife. And
Nice.
growing up with that, and now I was conceived emshadweni. So I see myself doing that. I don't have a child. My prayer uthi one day ngishade kuqala, and bathisha izinto zamanje Nkululeko. Like abafana bamanje like things are so different compared to back then, you know.
It's very different.
And in the age, you guys is babadala, you know. So I don't know, shame. However, I do love the whole picture of a family because nami ngikhulele kanjalo. My grandmother was there, my grandfather was there, mama bekalana, ubaba uyemsebenzi, and my dad till date also ukufika nje endlini aphethe iwine namablomu for my mom. Imagine how many years these people have been married.
Beautiful.
Maqeda uzojola nomfana waseTsakano ongakhona ukukufonela.
Shanye Kolbek.
Dude, anyamalali weekend yonke abuye Monday. Hayi, ibethambe yilo.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything, no looking down. Uhlale emkhukhwini akunagesi lapho.
Wabasile, basile abafana. Why vele abafana basekanje Nkululeko manje? Ngoba vele age group le yethu vele no. Why banje?
But mina, I can't relate.
I can't. You know, he was funda kuphi AUJ?
No. I went to City Varsity.
I was City Varsity. Life yakho lapha beyinjani? But Nkululeko, you know, I received so many DMs, but he was a playboy. And you were breaking hearts.
So manje, because now you are a Christian. Like, have you always been a Christian? You know, back then, Varsity and all that, being a player, like.
So, let me tell you about the journey, right? What happened is that Nkululeko na Bokoko bam, they were bishops, and they had their own church, House of Victory Ministries. So I grew up in the faith. I grew up in Christianity. Because I was never exposed to that. My dad's side, yes, they did that, but being as entertained because I was never interested in that. I was always interested in the faith. So I was very, very spiritually oriented. Mankola. Yabona kade sihamba ma SCO, varsity, I mean high school nani. What changed that is that I had this girlfriend. Engamjola for 4 years. Didn't sleep with her. Ngathi ngizokushada wena. So when she broke my heart.
Wednesday.
Yeah?
Wednesday.
It's true.
Is that now? I'm so curious.
No, like and we used to speak every day. So kona le viki le limana sikhuluma, yabo. So ngihleli ne-time, we were watching movies. Ngithi hayi man, I think text umuntu lana ngithi ngiyatext akangeni SMS ende kanjani.
From her.
Yeah. Angitshela the way ukuthi hayi uzamile, it's not working.
Bekakulahla. Yo.
But babona manje ngiyobona uqeda uhleka ku-exciting nani. I'm reading.
You didn't see it coming.
Ngasibamba. Ngathi Make ngikhale phambi kobabami.
Le feeling le. Ngathi stuck something.
Yeah. Sisahleka ne-time ngavele ngathi ngiyabuya. Ngithi ngisathi 2 steps ekitchen zawi inyembezi. Bangena ugogo wami step mom is like yini. Ngithi bangilahlile. You see that weekend. Ngakhala cabanga from she sent that message Nini on Friday. Ngakhala from Friday. Sunday mangesontweni the way ngakhala ngakhona bangikhipha but asazi ukuthi
no. You were hysterical.
No, like I was in pain. Angazi ukuthi yini ayingaphuma. And then mangiphuma kanjalo ngaye varsity. My faith was still fine. Ngahlangana nabantu abaronga. Yabona the friends I used to have in the East, but now they've been living in Joburg. So bangisusa kade ngihlale eBrixton.
Okay.
Because City Varsity was in Newtown that time.
Okay.
So sahlangana ngibuye esontweni that Sunday.
No kill.
Yeah. Namachita.
With the jades,
Ngithethe ukukhwela itaxi ngisibhringi ngiyawalka ngithi ngiyobambeni itaxi ngiya eBrixton ngiyakwami. Ngahlangana namachita bathi NK. Chris Brown. Ngithi what it is. Basise Auckland House, and Auckland House at that time, I think it was 2013. Auckland House at that time was like the biggest thing because you'd get young people coming from all over the country to study. So I was exposed to alcohol. I was exposed to weed. I was exposed to lean. Kona lento lena bathi codeine. Codeine.
Yeah. Oh. Yile puzobo literally.
Yeah. Azange ngibale kanje.
Bathi utho ukukhwehlela bayifaka
Yes, the Sprite. That's why they call it purple Sprite, right? Hayi sebangihlanganisa.
Uke wayiphuza?
Yo.
Ikenzani?
Uyalala.
Hayibo.
Angazi mina bayithanda lento le. Uyalala. And then now I got addicted to that. And angisho manje obviously of the looks, the attention I was getting from the girls there. And these girls, it's not like standard girls. These are hot girls, right? And they all, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, as much as they used to call me that Chris Brown, it didn't give me that big head, right? I also saw myself as, Mara, you know, I'm not buff, I'm not what, young sort. So they saw something I could not see in me. So what happened is that ngahlangana ne-out eyalala nomuntu wami lesikhathi angishayela leya text angisho ngafind out ukuthi hayi ugirl phela wangilahla.
She was
and apparently that guy broke her virginity I think maybe that's why lena iyangibambezela yabo. So ugama sesihlangana wathi unkuli wangihleka. Dude, that guy laughed at me and he didn't understand the pain because I had to beg that girl for a year to come back. Yeah.
Nkululeko.
Dude.
Umuhle kanje. Uncangana nentombazana.
Hectic shame.
They were hectic because in my heart I was like, I don't know any other girl.
Yeah.
I've been through so much. We had literally a huge book, a memory book from when we started dating, our experience, and they must say, "Can you to somebody to yo now Chris Brown no that thing, man." So when that guy did that, he's big. I can't hit that guy. So ngathi no, as in I'm gonna use what I can. I'll use my looks.
Yeah.
So uma looks wami ngathi ngifuna ukuqala nama side wakhe. Yabo? Mashaye wonke. And then after ngizogcina ngaye. Yabona ngi-main chick. And the plan side chicks. Lana when I discovered the girlfriend is the girl that had a crush on me. This is gonna be simple almost. Yeah. So but the girl was very honest. Actually, I'm Tandu guy and she can't hide and stuff like that. So you know, if anything happens, I got the good shot, really nice. But when things were supposed to happen, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because she was so sweet.
Oh. And at least we know Nembeza.
Yeah. And they've been claiming namantombazana sweet pair. Mostly virgins. I'm a virgin katang tanda.
Bo break up on Nkululeko. Eh?
So yenzani?
But also as Fagi Koma, I wanna ask Leendo, he grew up in a family where you know, and he was such a sweet person, you know, he was in a relationship. But then when you got to varsity, all these influences, none. He was taken, I think, he was taken by, do you think some things are staging and he needed to go through that so that do you think there are certain stages you need to go to varsity, do this, do that, so that
well, bakhona abantu who actually okay, I'm just gonna say bakhona bakhona skip those stages. You know, umuntu aye esikolweni, varsity, start working, get married, you know, but shuthi for yena he had to go through that. You know, vele our stories are all different. Myself even ngoba the way ngakhona come and everything, but high school I used to party like nobody's business. I used to party a lot, and I'm so grateful to my parents that they allowed me to party. Like I was very honest. Being at oh, I'm going to my friend's place, mom. Can I please go? No, veloing bachelor straight, mom. Yeah, epatin ganji. Yabo and ngizulala kabumngani wami. So them allowing me to go made me would say nibe very disciplined. I was very disciplined with angeke ngibe busy ngabafana or anything like that. That's why I managed would see finish high school, go to varsity, get married, then have abantwana. Because when I'm out partying, myself, I'm just there to have fun, really. After that, I go and sleep. If we're sleeping over at my friend's place, that's where we're sleeping. And then early in the morning, I go home. So, and also after that, Masengia varsity, I didn't feel the need to party now. Yeah, I'm in varsity, I've got freedom. No, I didn't have that thing because at home they allowed me to go and party. So I went through that stage, you know, and vele angisana that thing ukuthi manje because ngidlulile kuleso stage. So maybe Nkululeko naye maybe also needed to go through that stage, you know. But other people, like I'm saying, they're able to just live life and like wenza izinto according to society, yabo, but not party, not be player. You know, there are guys who just so I guess when you had to go through that phase, you know.
And the winner is Isaiah.
You know, you guys, actually, I'm realizing something. Ukuthi, I grew up with my mom and dad in Jegobangshilo, very strict. Yo. Hey. Yabona, they would hit you for crying. My mom would ulelang, you know, very strict. And as a result, by the grace of God, at least I punyuga a teenage pregnancy, and then I went to school. So in 10 after dealing in school, I went to Damelin, but now I still have that thing with ish. And then man, one day, remember before ngishate nomfundisi, yazi ngine background yobufundisi mara.
Yes. Yakhumbula.
Mangathi ngivula ithende ngavula nje manje.
Now you need to tell us.
Dude.
Spill the beans.
Yabona emasonto labazalwane, right? Sahamba ma SCO. So bekhona elinye isonto labazalwane ne, they would look at you and be like, the Lord is showing me something. That man over there, you need to get married to him. It was like that, bruh. Dude! And ngaleso sikhathi bakutshela ukuthi it's a sin to hold hands, it's a sin to kufaka amaqhiqo, it's a sin, like everything is just a sin. And doctrine that just brainwashes you so much. And I believed vele ukuthi yazini, okay, kiko skolong no, hakfeta ka skolo kitlo nyala agent. And then after the agent, I know I'm gonna have my babies. Azange ngishiya umfana wa eZimbabwe. Azange ngishiya umfana wa eZimbabwe Leendo. Yeah, it is. But I carried on with my studies. My dad gave me gangafuni because you know church, but I'm telling you. My dad was like, why bona mo? Kim trying it.
So uyokhulumishono ubuye nawo udezwa kana kasho kwa.
Wena. You know, bebangibiza Sister Fire. Yes, but ngithi mangimile ngithi, Father, we pray. Abantu bafeyide. Hayi bona umlilo. Yes. Ngikubiza ngithi, come, I see the letter P.
Yeah.
Like it was so deep, guys. Dude. Until one day, it's a long fun. I'm going to Kamba, Zimbabwe. And then I'm like, they're scamming people. I'm still Christian, by the way, but lesson to being attend, it was doing the worst, you know. Mangpoma, stress is a school, you know, because I was studying civil engineering.
Sorry, before you continue. Ila masonto la wakati anshange tum. But highway na.
Mesbuya.
Guys, samkhumbula umporo nke wadlala ngathi mara yazi.
Wenza kancane. Ngababona laba bashaya ikarati. Athi ashaya ama congregation ngabanga ama deacon ayeza. He's like what?
Ayenza kanje nawe so yawa lapha. Athi umporo mawinsiswa zibamba ivuvuzela. Mawu umuntu osifazane zibamba ibhiskiti.
Sure.
Dude, that's the church that I used to attend, like, and follow. And then I'm being like, and then now you start looking for other ways to deal with stress. And then like, ngathi khona i-4th Street nyana lapha so yayidonsa so yaphuza yabona wasoyiphuza uthi hayi abafana abaya yabona so bheka ama DM manje uthi kanti yabona
type yami
yabona. And then I think in Christian, is that a downfall ngumzalwane?
to be honest, ne, I'm going to speak from my experience. Ubuzalwane bami phela mina, remember that I adapted from who? From my great-grandparents. So did I know God myself? No, I didn't experience him myself. I experienced them through training, through a routine. ukuthi no ngezwe so. So I think that's why I had to go through that stage. I'm taught so that I have a testimony of knowing God for myself. So I think in your perspective, Nakona, that man was carrying you because you understand that you were doing this because someone said that's your man. Yes, let him shot. So you had that ideology with, hey, I must support this man in everything. So that's why Magahamba. You were just confused and now your eyes were open because you were not lingering.
Go deeper now. Yazi ukhuluma iqiniso. Ngiyamuva yazi. Oh my God.
I'm a subconscious, Anjalo. We subconsciously like follow because we are lingering on what was said. And then we forget to live and go back to the perspective of my life, my plans, my future. And then Uzbona Maji, you're trapped in that. So when that is gone, realization comes back and you're like, oh my God. And it's not that simple.
It's not
anymore.
It's not.
So now that you are a Christian and everything, and seeing you on Married at First Sight, like, why do you always feel the need to actually tell people, I'm a Christian, why don't you let people see that through your actions? Like, why do you feel the need to actually tell? Man, I'm a child of God, why don't you just be? And then, but people see the God in you through your actions.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. No, I'm just joking. So not necessarily that I say it. So when I read the scriptures, it says that the word of God should live at the tip of your lips. So as much as I want to say some other things, because I have literally placed myself in it so hard that whatever I communicate, and then even my community, the only language we speak is God. So in anything and everything I do, I'm a man of God. I do 1, 2, 3. So basically, it's just to lay a perspective. So there's limitations to the things I can do, to the things I what. So I'm more of before my actions so that you can see that my words are true.
Okay, I get that, but when you are usually in Christian, like around Christian community and whatnot, but not everyone is Christian, and abanye abantu, they can actually be offended. Maufiga ukhuluma a lot, I'm a child of God, and they'll feel like you are imposing your beliefs, just like on the show, like your wife, like you being too much, man, because ukhuluma kakhulu Leendo, I'm a child of God, So don't you think maybe if, or maybe ubone the kind of surroundings ogiwo, like, okay, laba, they are not your tribe, and then they say ube just Nkululeko, and not tell them like I'm a child of, because sometimes abantu bayathukwa, we abathusa, like mawufika nje so khuluma ukuthi hey, I'm a child of God, and abanye they can be like, oh, you boring. Kanti abanye, if they can see your, like, how you are as a person, then they're like, wow, actually yo uphila kahle, then they get to say, oh, actually he's a Christian.
Exactly.
Maybe this Christianity thing is not so bad.
Exactly.
But if you're gonna say it and be like, hey, I'm a Christian, abanye abantu be like, no.
And Leendo, that's why I also, like, just to take from what you just said, Yabona, how you handled like situations. Do you see how many men out there are like, how on earth has this person been able to, like, because men were angeke, but you have you're Christian. Would you say is it your religion or just the type of a person you are? ukuthi like you don't just react, or because lapha show yazi uNkululeko athini showing athi now I'm the type of a person if someone slaps me I will turn my other cheek so ukuthi ungihlape nangapha Nkululeko bro
Ngiqedelele.
Nkululeko, why?
I mean angeke mina ukubhekele
Ngifuna ukuphendula.
Yes.
I love the term if the shoe fits wear it. Qiniso libuhlungu.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And when it pierces someone, that's why certain people would feel like that when someone says, I am this. Because let's look at it in a different perspective.
Yeah.
And ningene lapha, yangithola.
Yeah.
But I mean, yangithola, bayangazi, angiplay, angistar, uyathola.
Yeah.
People don't like to hear that. Yangithola. People, as they say, I know why ungasishengisi because they are dealing with themselves. They are their biggest enemy. I'm serious. Anyeke mina ngizosho something and then you're going to be offended.
Yes.
It's because khona la nikuthinta khona.
Yeah. Mina ngiyakuzwa.
Yeah.
No, I
hear
get you. I get you.
And nakhona I've seen so many certain Christians ukuthi they are so bold of saying, "Hey, I'm man of God," when we are serving in the church, but outside when they meet the real people, alisaphumi the way liphuma ngakhona esontweni. Yes. So mina ngulomuntu ukuthi as much as I am like that in church, I'm like that outside. Now,
I was judge you. I was
judge you. Yes, because I am grounded.
Yes.
That's the thing. That's why you'll get people when they believe in something, bazoyisho, and they stand by it. Because they are grounded to that. So that's me with my faith. I'm grounded on this thing. I'm a Christian. The reason I mentioned it is because I knew the things that are going to come after are exactly what I preached before it started.
I get you.
And then coming that question that you asked is very important because there's so many people that can be pulled side by side.
Okay.
And that's what the society wants. Bafuna vele ukukudonsa le na le
to
na
test
le.
you, ne?
Yes, but mina, I don't need people's approval, and then that's why so many people are failing because they need your approval. For now, I can come to you and say, Isaiah, I had a dream, and your walk is actually not supposed to be on TV. When akahle udingeka la, uyathola. No, seniyasho ukuthi let's just say but no, maybe you must go under the river. I've been seeing listen to this. What's gonna happen to you? You are gonna now change yourself because you're not grounded in knowing who you are. Your life is gonna change based on what this person says.
True.
So you're not being true to yourself, but you're being true to what you heard from someone else because you're not grounded to yourself.
Exactly. Mara ezinye izinto awuzazi, like you honestly just don't know umuntu nje ophilayo uyabona. For example, izolo, I remember I had a conversation with you guys and you both said you're Ndebele, right? And you just said ukuthi wena gini you've never been exposed to slaughtering and blah blah blah. Wena gini, like are you guys like super traditional? Like where are you
Very
from?
traditional. Okay, I'm from Middleburg in Mahlangu.
Oh.
Yes.
Isn't that Swati people?
They're from Nelspruit. Yeah, so it's further down. Yeah. So I'm from Middleburg in Mpumalanga and I come from the royal family.
Say one more time.
From the royal family.
Yes.
Oh, wait!
So,
wait, what?
I'm a Mahlangu. No, it's Mahlangu.
But I'm also from a royal family.
Yeah, bo.
Are you a Mahlangu?
I'm a Mahlangu.
She's a
yes.
Mahlangu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So my family valley is deep, very deep. And benza yonke into yabo even nalento yokubheka I think maybe it comes from that because hlezi kunomnyanya kunani like angazi ngayichaza kanjani sort of like traditional ceremonies that get to happen all the time. So ngeniswa bobaba kuyahlambiswa yabo zonke lezi zinto lezo so hlezi kubhekiwe ekhaya sabheka. So my mom taught me how to bake at a young age. So it comes from that. Hlezi kunomnyanya kuhlale umcimbi. Umnyanya umcimbi.
Got you.
So kuhlale kunomnyanya and then yeah.
No.
Oh, Zaya, sorry. While she's on that, right, as she says that they're very cultural, because in Yazi Guti Amandebele, the woman actually ayentabeni. So with
Really?
I
With
see in
you.
Tabin.
With
No,
you,
no.
Nyama.
I see. No, I'm Ndebele. The women don't go to Tabin.
Enyapi.
Siyathomba. So mina ngithombile. It's a
Kalusang
whole
kana,
tradition.
Kalusang, like, oh,
There's a lot that's happening
I
there.
can't go in details,
she
but
can't.
yeah, basically, a young girl, masegaba, like a teenager. So, and then also go through Uktomba. What really happens there is, other girls, esebatombile, bazoktombisa, basically teaching you how to become a woman. So it happens over a weekend, maybe 3-4 days, nyana. And then after that, you're gonna have to stay in your room for like a month.
we won.
Yeah, we won in your room for like a month.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, so like after the 1 month, then when you another ceremony, you would so ya puma manje. Upuma yellow bone ngenkani lapha.
Yo, I can imagine staying a month
in your room, like you don't. Awuphumi nje endlini edani uhlala nje in your room, everything yenzela khona.
Is it the same ne askisa hanyani ko batla botse sore is it almost the same like Zulu people baya hlola ne like the girls like,
I'm not gonna reveal anything,
but like the ceremony of like
something like that,
a woman into
becoming a woman. Yes.
So do they happen around like the 16, 17 like
no umndeni wakho uzozikhethela ukuthi bazokuthombisana, but it usually happens around December. So if you can go kwaNdebele kubosiyabuswa kwaMhlanga around December time, ikude ngapha like ikude nje ubusy. So yeah, so I did go through that. My family is very traditional. My brothers went to the mountain. So it's the guys that go to the mountain, for like 2 months. And then Mababuya, it's a whole big ceremony, gifts and all that. So I did that. I did Tomba. Yeah, and it was a great experience. Yeah.
Or do you have a daughter?
Me and myself. No, I've got 2 boys. I'm a boy mom. Yes.
So if you had a daughter now, is it something that you would have wished to see I like go through it? Like Uktomba?
Not really.
Is it,
not really.
Not easy.
Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted.
Exactly.
But Maupumalap, I believe like you become a stronger woman, you become uyakwazi ukubekezela. Let me put it that way. Yeah, uyakwazi ukubekezela. Going through such a process, especially at the beginning, that 3-4 days where everything happens, and then uzokwazi nje ukubekezela, being a strong woman and so you do learn a few things, so but it's not something engathi ngamcela uNkulunkulu ngathi please can I have boys, 5 boys.
5 boys.
I wanted 5 boys but not anymore. I'm good with the 2. I'm good with the 2. Yes. So,
but how's motherhood been for you? Because like
a baby.
So beautiful.
It's been great. I won't lie. But I think that if I didn't have a helper or a nanny, no, I wasn't gonna cope. Guys, like motherhood is not for the faint-hearted at all. Like kunzima, angeke ngiqambe lamanga. So thank God I had a nanny before my first son was born.
Okay.
So nje mangzala, she's there. Like she just made everything easier. Yeah, and even though yes, and then I can't survive without a nanny.
Guys,
I
God
cannot.
bless all the nannies out there. Shout out to you.
Honestly, like those people do the most.
Can I just I want to just add on your question regarding that. So we've seen, right, so many things that nanny has done, especially to young kids. You've seen those videos circulating by Abashaya, so since you are married to a CEO, and I know Uti Yabona, obviously you're a very supportive wife.
Yeah.
Like how can you maintain that? How can you also monitor Uti your children are not being abused under their own home. Like, how do you monitor those things? Do you have maybe cameras in Lini or Lena, you know, ukhulisa your first boy and then njengoba azoba futhi akhulisa la lona 4 months manje, like how do you navigate seeing that bakhula kahle and towards the way you want your kids to be raised?
Okay. Into balulekile, guys.
Oh yes.
Money talks, guys. If you don't underpay your nanny, there won't be any problems. Number 2, communication.
Yeah.
Like endlini kune communication, like we are communicating. If you have a problem, if she has a problem, or like we communicate. But from it go, like we sit her down, we talk to her, like we communicate about everything. If you need something, say. You know, we treat our nanny very well. You know, very, very, very well. So communication and no. She'll always be happy. She'll always be happy. When we first had our first son, we had a nanny who also did like some house chores and stuff. But now that it's 2, it's too much. So we had to get a house helper. So there's a helper who comes on certain days, then the nanny stays full time. But there's respect, there's you know, so we trust them. Obviously there must be trust. You can't leave your kids with someone that you don't trust. And also getting your nanny through an agency. That is very important. So now they know, would say, hey, as much as Nami lying, like I don't want to say her boss, but I'll just say her boss. But there's another boss. She constantly checks. Am I still fine? Is she still fine? If she has any complaints, maybe if usabu kulumanati, but there's communication. So so if uthola ineni through an agency, it's much better. Ipatale leyo mali to get the nanny. At least you know would see umntwana alright or abantwana ba right.
Yo guys, amaqanda wami, ngathi ngisengifuna umntana nami. Oh my God. My ovaries, my lord. I know it's beautiful. Like it's beautiful. You know, umntana, the thing is that one thing I always preach. It's ngubuze plus umzalwane.
Actually, I wanted to ask this question after like she shared her experiment in a cultural way.
Sure.
Is it true vele ukuthi Mcobisa udaka ceda niyashayana?
No, but one thing I can tell you, you know, sidla ihash.
Okay,
Oh wow.
Yes. You slaughter the steak and chop.
I mean,
it tastes like how does it really
strong? That's cultural. Culture.
Is it nice?
I mean,
I'm telling you,
you can say that again. I go natural.
Speaking of which, beng la pesantin bang invitile ku lento yama polo what guys abantu bayaphila yazi. You know the polo game?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, and I saw my own 2 people there like Bauki and they were explaining to me like what's about guy like millions and millions of rands.
The horses are expensive.
Very expensive. Do you guys have animals? Do you have pets rather?
No. I do not want. No thanks.
Why not?
I don't. Like I always say, I don't want a living.
Yeah.
I don't want something that's living that is not human.
Wow, Gami.
But
it makes sense. It's either you love animals or you don't.
I love them.
No, I don't. And putting as Saba.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah.
So even
I don't
home,
like
you guys never had pets,
no pets.
Really?
Yeah. No pets. When I Nothing.
Mina
Nothing.
nginenja guys. Thingibonise. Zoom in. That's my baby.
Born.
That's my baby.
It's cute.
Is it
but
one of those-
thanks but no thanks.
I'm not being mean.
You see, look
I'm
at
not
Yeah,
being mean.
Bong. Yeah, it's so cute.
Oh, ngicabanga ukuthi labo
uyayibona?
Bobby, uyabona labo Bobby labo basekhasi vele. Indlela
Ah.
nabathi hustler.
Lo akusumgodo weyilo lo
Ulo,
uphet.
sit.
Yeah.
Udla ama treats.
Exactly.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Come. Afika ahlalela mkhadlila inja yami. Yo, I'm a dog
Yeah.
mom. So
No, that's not my cup of tea.
It's-
Yeah,
I
if
have
it's living but not human, I don't want it.
Ah.
I
Yeah.
understand. I
Thanks, but no
understand.
thanks.
Can I have a dog?
I have a confession to my neighbor. If you're watching this, it was me. I reported
did you
my
do?
neighbor.
Wenzeni?
Ufaka inje yakhe ku-chain engaka. Engahoba, ithe mangihoba, akunamanzi. The dog was crying. Iwonde. Lo zona lezi zaselokishini, bra.
Ifuna ukuyohasila
Sure.
kafuni.
Dude, ngabiza SPCA. Angayifonela. Hello,
Awenzekanga.
anonymously. There's a dog. Bavela. 20 minutes they were there.
Seriously?
I'm telling you.
How come makuyizinja bafika
Tabana
fast?
quicker than
Mara
cops.
makuwabantu.
Abelungu phela laba. Abelungu. A service delivery in South Africa. I'm telling you. Here's a question. Do you think it's service delivery like ambulances, police, blah blah blah? If all of those things were handled by white people, do you think it would have Ingaba, there would be sense of urgency because
They
we
would.
are
Listen.
They would.
10-1 we
Goes
fonela
down.
manje iyovela after 3 hours.
Bangaveli.
Ngiyakutshela.
Bangaveli. So I'm sure I have a property.
Yeah.
I had this one tenant that literally was a problem. Right?
Yeah.
Ngafonela amaphoyisa. Azange bese.
Hayi wena.
Cabanga bekumele ke ngithole
Yeah, your
Ngamathi-
friends.
Yes. No, ngahaya kama Nigerian. Azange ahleke. Ngathi gents niyamkhipha.
Ay.
Yo.
But say no more boss.
Uh,
Where's the money? Ngathi 50%
uh.
bamkhipha, ngathi 50% ngathi danki.
Pathong,
Ngiyakutshela.
amaphoyisa nowhere to be found.
Next, yazini. I mean, back at the time, like kushona abantu abadala, you know, at the time those who were trapped in the apartheid era, but it was better then.
Yeah.
Ishilpo, ijobe kati njani. Have you seen it now?
Yes.
And it's basic things. It's basic things, you know, whereby we as taxpayers pay money as South Africa as taxpayers.
Yo.
But we still have potholes in big cities
Yo,
like Hyde Park.
it's
or Masente.
hectic.
Yeah, Shamindaba yama the service delivery. In fact, angifuna nokukhuluma ngayo guys, like ihlazo.
It's embarrassing.
It's so
Thank
embarrassing.
You.
Yo, and then Isaiah, you're close to 1 million on TikTok. You are close to
By the
1
way,
million. I feel like that is so big. That is so big.
Today I'm like, yeah,
Close to 1 million. Yo, how do you deal with that? Like mawuhamba nje emoli, you know, abantu bathini, like I don't want to say fans, like your followers. How do you deal with them? Let's say maybe we as hambela nje emoli.
Yeah.
Like how do you handle that? It's not overwhelming, you know.
I think one thing about me, I'm a people's person, you know.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, as much as we enjoy the like umuntu mangakwa mustngena lapha. You know, it's lovely. I don't lie, it's lovely. However, inago ubu bakhona because let me just share this with you guys. So 2025 January, I had to move back home. So bengihlala ePitori. So at least ePitori no cheese nyana, you know, life was laughing, and then I had to go back eTsakane. So you know, mawuphuma uye emoli and then uhlangana nabantu uphapha kanje kanti uhlala eTsakane. I remember 2 girls, they laughed bangihleka mabangibona, and I'm like, oh, and like, is this normal? And I'm like, huh? I'm never going back at Sakane Mall. So what I'm saying is that being in a public eye like this, gumnandi, you know, you get opportunities, you get this, you get that, abantu bayakubona, bayakuthanda, but there's also a iyakona. Hey, speaking of which, it's in, you know, there was a time omunye umfana a commenter, like he was threatening me online every time. You block as a new account and send threats like uyangidini uthanda indaba da. Yabona ngabona one thing ngathi yabona la hayi nawe ngambheka. I searched him. Yabona number plate. I learned that day ukuthi number plate umuntu mawuthatha isithombe, it reveals a lot of things. Ngadopha number plate yakhe. I went to this other girl in Mazi uyiphoyisa.
Okay.
Angiskenela yona makayiskena sathole address yakhe. Uceda lapho mangivele police station abantu, "Oh guys, is amaphoyisa." Ngathi, "Hey, now umfana." Bathi uhlala pizza mabathi sathole his birthday, ID,
everything.
Ngicabanga number plate.
Number plate ikhipha yonke into.
Sahamba. He was a Bolt driver, by the way. Mathi ngaboma 7 sahamba saye ku ka wavula thola mina ngathi yini lento oyikhulumayo wena. Yini lento oyikhulumayo. Hayi izoya amaphoyisa wavela. Athi uyaphumela ngaphandle boy phuma. Yini izinto ozikhulumayo. Sabambonisa lapha. Like I'm getting goosebumps just talking about that. This was early last year, 2024 around March. Yes, asihamba mhlabe ngempama kanje bathi ungaphindi uyenze yonke. So now ngazi ukuthi
Zamani.
And then the next day I spoke about it with guys. You guys need to stop this. You know cyber bullies, bruh. You don't even know me. Manje, like what are these threats for? You know. But till that day, and then la ukhona ungaphinde nje uyenze lento
ungaphinde.
Ukuthi la nathi ke manje.
Yazini.
Mina ngomlethela la night lawo.
Oh yes.
Nkululeko
serious. Guys, yabona makoto I'm telling you umthatha mina lo mfana. That's from
uyazifela kanye.
It's crazy.
It is the switch up for me. Like ukhethe ukuthi hayi wena what and
then boom.
Yo, mara Leendo singafanelana
Ufanelana
and
ungafanelana akekho umuntu kakhulu yabo nawe nje ngaba perfect
ngicela ukungablush ngokuqala
umfonele 073 Okay,
and then also now when it comes to your dating life, are you single? Are you ready to mingle or okay, she lose how how does TikTok like have an influence good dating life yakho, you know, being so big online and then so yajola manje. Like how do you handle that? Is it not overwhelming for your partner? Like
exactly. It can be overwhelming, shame for my partner. The guy Binklala na Pitori, I remember we were invited to a Netflix show for a season premiere of Savage Beauty. So must feel we're thinking something and celebrating and then you know people, can we take pictures? And then I said and then he's like, no. This is ufana na utulile, like he's like calm and then yabona mina ngilana at least, but he didn't like that. So usually when I get myself ngoba we broke up. Yes, man, it's in tool before keep on my file. But anyway, I think I have learned to at least communicate. Like are you comfortable with this? Like if we go out, if they wanna come take pictures, are you okay with that? Or you know, just to make sure we're comfortable now, because it's not only about me, it's about the person that I'm with as well. So go manje, I am seeing some party in 1 week, so I can't really say I'm seeing someone.
But at least
you say keep on cook.
Check it out, guys.
Sibuyele kuwe. Amazofila njani umuntu wakho makhuluma kanje?
Exactly.
Angisho phela it's new. As any relationship, it's very sensitive at the beginning, you know. So you need to nurture it izokhula and uyenze lento wena ufuna ukuthi ibe yiyo yabo so
I love that. Yeah, thank you so much for actually saying that because
kumele ukhumbule ukuthi I'm in a relationship now, let me come back. Yes.
Yeah, I was not, honestly speaking, I wasn't really thinking about those things because Gusha, number one. Number two, I'm not really sure Uguti he really wants this.
Yeah.
Or he's just ufuna, you know, Uguti. You know, Uguti how is higher, you know. So I really wanna feel how genuine everything is first. And then maybe but ngiyakuzwa, honestly speaking, I think I was not even thinking that far. Mina ngizitshela ukuthi ngiyazihlekela, but now I'm noticing ukuthi lo ngihleka noNkululeko la
izomphatha kabi phela umuntu wakhe wena.
To be honest, that's why phela mela bene confidence. You're a gorgeous woman, you're bold, and as she said, your numbers you're close to 1 million. I can imagine my DMs of men who want to have you. So mela azi ukuthi phela yabona mina itype yami.
Yeah, but also I shouldn't be entertaining. Phela manje
you shouldn't be entertaining and no, I don't agree with you at all because phela when you are in a relationship you need to respect your man.
True.
I don't know, I'm boring, but no, that's just how I am, guys.
Right,
like you nurture a relationship. Angisho uyafuna ukushada. Khona manje bowusho ukuthi indaba ye-age, you know. So like okay, let relationship, give it a chance. When you get in a relationship, like just give it 100%. Like give it your all. And then umuntu uyo ozoyiminus leyo 100. Yeah, but give it your all and then umhloniphe uziyeke lento zokudlala naboNkululeko ukuthi izofila kanjani yena. If it was the reverse, so
to be honest, now I'd like to add on that, and not only for you, but all the women that are also listening and watching this, it's very important. I've realized that as a woman, in order to see where you're gonna go, it's very important to when you start a relationship, you ask him, do you have a plan? Do you have a vision? Let me see. Am I part of that vision? You know, because sometimes you're getting in a relationship, there's hope, but there's no direction. And that's why so many people are failing, because the man comes with Isaiah, but how does Isaiah come a part of my plan? How can she be the woman that I want to build with? And that's why so many relationships are failing, because men are coming with the intention, I know, imali khona. And money is not really enough. Yes, we need it in the society, but it blinds the truth. That's why you find so many women after 5 or 3 years, yeah, no, he's taking care of me, but I'm not happy, guys. And then out because literally what was the big thing to her is he financially able.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and that's how you just like lose on a good relationship or waste years of your life because you never asked for the right thing. What is your plan? So since it's a week, I feel like it's very important, right? Because you're not dating for style, as you said. So what plan does he have, and how are you part of his plan? Because Liwena, you've got your own plan, and you want a partner. Leendo. Leendo, you know, is dating a CEO, and they are married to a CEO, and they work hand in hand.
Definitely.
As she has stated, so is that person going to be that type of person for you? Will he support your journey of being on TV? Will he be comfortable making these jokes, you know? Because you have to be a personality at the end of the day. You mustn't lose yourself in that, but he must encourage it more and more. So yes, respect corner, but be true to yourself.
True. I know
kubalulekile vele to communicate ecaleni ningazomoshelana isikhathi.
Exactly. Mara bafana banamanga. Ay ninamanga Nkululeko. You know, like bengithola nomunye umfana ne recently that's the thing Leendo for me ne. I feel like I love yazi mina mangithanda like ngifaka amazipho, like I love you know, and it broke my heart to see ukuthi a man can lie like that. Are we doing this? Are we doing this life thing together? Like, are we? Oh, baby, no, definitely. When I get right, paragraph telling you how much he loves you. Sasa gone.
Is that before you give him the cookie jar or not? That's the question you should ask.
Hey.
Mara, ikuki at the funny.
So
But
that-
also, it's not about him. Namnya ifunamos.
yeah, I understand, ne? But now let me tell you, ne, ladies, the importance. Since mina futhi ngiyayazi le journey lena because I have been around. The reason sex is the cherry on top. We have to start with emotions, intellectual.
Okay.
Yabona, vision. Are we on the same spirituality? Because most relationship, they are not prospering because they are based on feeling. You understand? And the
Okay.
feelings fade away. Because Bella, it's
Yeah,
sex.
that's true.
Yo, umnandi lo mfana. Yo. 3 months down the line, then what? When the sex is not there, or when he's in hospital and you're not getting that feeling of being loved. Fana nomuntu who exposes you to this dating life, uyakhipha every week, ukuthengela amablomu, and then now, let's just say, God forbid, something happened, and he can't do those things anymore. But because he introduced himself in that type of way, you feel like, yo, I'm less loved because lo muntu akasayenzi 1, akasayenzi 2, and he can't even be honest because he's embarrassed. That's what, because the relationship you guys started was not based on intellectual and getting to know each other as people, but it was based on feeling. How does it make me feel? That's why I say that happiness is a lie, because it exists when there's happenings. There's happiness, happenings. So if there's no happenings, there's no happiness. So it's very important that that cherry on top is last, and you know that your connection is stronger than the way you make each other feel.
Ngicela ubhale incwadi.
Ayi.
Nkululeko. Yo. Because
Yeah,
yo,
akabhale incwadi,
yo, ngicela
really.
uyibhale.
Yeah, like
I'll be the first. And ubhalela bo boy, uphinde ubhalela bo girl, because intanga
And
like
the
bashimani, no.
thing is, it's because of my experience. And sorry, I'm not sure it got cut. We were talking about how did the journey change me.
Yeah.
I've been with so many good women. I've been with so many good women, but I got lost because of revenge. So that's what made me a player.
Okay.
I was revenging this guy for bringing the pain.
Okay.
So I used my looks to say, so in anything, there was no more effort. And that's why there were just so many women, because everything was just based on feeling. I'm told, like I want to, the next time, I'm bored.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Phela, they were like my daily bread. I had one in Kokwana exeni, emini khona uzuza, and then khona lona mele azuza so asolala phela. Ahambe ekseni.
3 times.
Marabo boy.
I was toxic.
And imagine what girl did they know ukuthi uyabashintsha kanje?
Yazini khona lena eyanghetha. Khona le yanghetha ne. Sibuye ephathini. So I'm inviting everyone to my place. So ngisempedeni, yabona. Ngiphethe insizer, amajita wami, couches, what. Yangena i-girlfriend yami. Ngathi I was join. And look weza. Was join.
Hayibo.
Yabona manje mina sengiyasifila ni. Phethe abantu la. Ngibambe ngapha nangapha ugelo wathi. Uyangibona ngibambe lo. What wena NK what? And I was so nonchalant about it. I was like, do you want to leave? Yeah, to fill a cup. Yeah, it's okay, this is that. And she left, I carried on. Dude, I was heartless.
That is heartless.
Manje mabeza
That
kuwe
is
manje
heartless.
those girls bathi Nkululeko mara usayikhumbula lento angenza yona.
At any given
Do you
point,
apologize?
I am apologizing.
Oh.
Actually, let me apologize here. To every woman I've been with, I was wrong. I was wrong. There's nothing you did. I was lost. I was in a dark place, and I am not gonna excuse my behaviors. It was who I was. You understand? So when I went back to the faith in 2023, all these things made me that person. So that's how the peace came. Ukuthi, you know what? If you do not give yourself grace as a person, you won't be free. So I had to start forgiving myself. I had to start loving myself. And that's where the peace, that's where the grounding came from, whereby I got at peace with myself and I started loving myself to a point that said, no matter what a person could say about my past, that is behind me. And it made me better. So I took that and it made me a better person. Young So
I love that for you.
At least you're owning it. You
Yeah.
know, you're owning it. Yes.
because at the end of the day, I'd love to take it all back, but unfortunately I can't.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
But I have those people. And I'm like, yes, Sissy. At that point, I was this type of person. I do highly apologize. And some do accept my apologies, some don't. But what lives with me is that you said it. You did it. No matter but at least now you've got peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that place, and you can move forward.
Yeah, no.
Good Oh, Mahlangu. I know, I love that. But anyway, guys, before we close it off, I would love to ask you guys questions, all in the name of getting to know my gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous co-hosts. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah, boy.
We are ready.
Did you see that evil love?
Hey. No, that's hey. Okay, now.
Okay. So, let me start with the gorgeous Leendo. The title of my questions is The Down-to-Earth Shy Co-Host, right? Now, the first question I have for you is that how do you think being married to the CEO has impacted your personal growth and development?
Yo, remember, he has not always been the CEO, like when we met. You know, he was successful, but like a month after we met, then he lost everything.
Yeah.
Then we had to start building from scratch. Obviously, a lot of girls, they wouldn't really stick around. I'm out, but I chose to stay. And at the time, I had my own money because I was doing my final year in varsity. So I had a bursary which paid me very well.
Ooh.
So being the mali, so I was able to help him here and there, and I watched him build himself, and he's such a great leader.
Yeah.
He's such a great businessman. Like, he taught me so many of these things over the years. So, he really had a positive influence.
Love it.
In my personal growth, to a point where I decided I'm not gonna go the corporate route at all. I'm just not about that life. I want to be umuntu business. Yabo. So I in that space, and also him starting his other business, like
Okay.
it's not like him totally.
Sagana.
Yeah, but okay, he had other businesses before, but Lawa Manji, I was there.
And you guys built, like, literally.
Yeah,
that's
all
beautiful.
the phases, for me, I prefer that. Yes, there are other ladies who prefer the full package. But I went through everything, all the phases. Sometimes. I know abanye that be like, marang felanye. Yeah, but because I knew that une vision. And he always made it clear where we are headed. It was easy for me to stay.
Exactly.
And for me to support him. And
and that sense of security that you get, umuntu will, like, you will feel good. So whatever getting more, it's secured. Whether up, whether down, like, so faslahlane. So that's beautiful. The fact that you had that sense of security. So the second question I have for you today, just two, the last one. So what's your go-to karaoke song, like your favorite song that you can sing word for word?
Please sing it for us.
No, guys, I don't know how to sing. I'm like, your voice is cool. Let me see. I'm not really into music.
Okay.
But I think my high school. Abo, You Are My Rock. Beyonce. Abo Heaven Sent Baby.
You're the truth.
You are
me
my
too.
rock.
Eish.
I love to rock with
It's
you.
you.
Those kind of
Yeah,
songs.
same.
Yeah.
Abo Adele.
Yeah, Abo Adele. Yeah, Abo.
Abuleni.
Ian is in Heaven Sent by
Keisha
Keisha
Cole.
Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Sent from heaven.
Hey.
I wanna be the one. Ngathi
Okay,
I love like
okay.
love songs. Yeah.
Yeah, ne. Oh,
Ah, she's a Sunday
10
person.
out of 10.
She's a
Kuthi
Sunday.
ungafaka i-soundtrack yabantu abashaya izandla. Shaya izandla. Okay, now moving to Mr. Guli.
Yeah,
Now I
boy.
have two questions for you, right? If you could have dinner with any biblical feature or like figure rather, who would it be?
Yo, you're gonna learn. I wanna meet him. There's a prophet who is Prophet Elias Louis.
Okay.
Oh my God, he lives in America. But every week I watch his podcast, and the way that guy communicates with God, the way he lives, and I love the fact that he speaks truth.
Yeah.
He's not governed by the law because he's in the kingdom.
Yeah.
So I'd love to actually meet that person. And
But the question was a biblical figure. Umuntu osebhayibhelini.
Easy. And I really resonate with Joseph
Okay.
and Saul, which is Paul.
Oh yes. Oh
I know
yes.
those ones. Paul futhi athi, I boast about my weaknesses
Oh yes.
and insults, persecution and calamities.
I hear you.
Yeah,
No.
I'd love to meet that.
Second question for you, Mr. Nkululeko, is what's the most challenging part of living out your faith in your daily life? Like the most challenging parts about, like, especially when ubuya ku married at first sight, already people know ukuthi umzalwane kimruti, you know, they call you Pastor Breezy.
Pastor Breezy.
Like, what's the most challenging part? Like, do you feel the pressure of always having to be perfect, or like what are those challenges? Because in Leendo, you know, the flesh wants.
True. So one of the challenges, remember, I'm also getting DMs, right?
Yeah.
Resisting some. And one of the things also is the question, why Married at First Sight? Why that platform? Why not church? Why not Pastor Lazo? Why? And all of that. And in all honesty, I stick to my truth. So they don't bother me. The question I always ask, I can't really give out much information, right?
Okay.
But the question I ask is, who does marriage belong to? And I leave them with that, because at the end of the day, we can put titles on things, but you know, this principality of something does not change because you change the word. So I stick to my truth, and I live my life as I live it. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to guard my mistakes. No, I live because I don't owe anyone anything but myself the truth, because the biggest enemy that we're all facing is ourselves. Whether
Do you like it?
Before the show, I was dealing with it. Now with the show, it's more, I think it just comes with discipline. So like, are you going to go back? Because remember that whenever you want to grow, the thing is, they're going to come
As a
Even
challenge.
harder.
to check. Are you really authentic? So, as much as it's hard resisting it, but because of the discipline, because of the obedience, and so on, I keep pushing. I thank them. Yes, thank you for saying I'm handsome, but unfortunately, we are born on Shadi. Hey, can we be friends? No, I can't be friends with you. You know?
Do you ever tell Goods I can't be friends with you? Nah?
Yeah, I can't, because at the end of the day, I asked them, do you think my wife would be comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Namanga yabona the thing shada I want my man ngitsaphendule kanje. Mama
Then
get
you
on my
know.
DM. I should say, what would my wife say? Yeah, definitely. No, guys, that was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Did you feel a bit, you know, especially for people that are not really always in a platform where you get a chance to speak about yourself? Did it feel like You know, because when I go married at first sight, it's always about makoto. The lady beside me, Leendo, like you are a person who's living such a calm life. You know, you have your YouTube channel. Shout out to that, by the way. You know, whoop, whoop.
Boo, 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 boo.
You know, and having to sit here and like share like in depth some of your personal things. Is it challenging for you? Is it something that comes easily?
Well, I thought that it was going to be challenging. Yeah, initially I thought like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so challenging. But I feel like I'm an oversharer sometimes.
Really?
I feel like I overshared.
Oh,
yes, guys.
You're very guarded.
Really?
Very guarded.
No, like, oh my God, Lord, I pray. What's about Dimankang to Sakiva so? Like, you're very doing. She's like, no.
It's her, man.
No, don't do that. Like, that is so nice, eh?
Thank you. Yeah, no, I thought it was going to be difficult, but then it wasn't difficult. It wasn't. In fact, I feel like we could go on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the oversharing comes in now. Yeah, but I felt comfortable. Maybe because you guys, my co-hosts, ni free, you guys are chilled, you know. So I think that's what made the experience very relaxed. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to more episodes, guys. Please do subscribe. Please.
Yes. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Definitely, you guys won't regret it. Like you see the fun that we have today. It's just tip of the ice. There's more that is still to come. Mr. Mahlangu.
To be honest, I love it because I think you've seen even on social media, people have this perspective that this guy is so guarded, like he can't even have fun. And I like this platform that people can actually get to know Nkululeko. I'm a very fun person. I'm a very bubbly person. And I do talk a lot because I have so much to share. So with this platform, with my co-host as well, it's amazing. It's a journey that I can't wait to grow us as our individuals, to grow our relationship, you know, and also for our viewers to see a different perspective behind the numbers, behind the God, you know, behind the TV. You know, we are human beings. Not you know, we have ambitions, we have families, we have aspirations of living as much as they do. So I think, thank you. The platform was amazing.
Oh yes.
And 2%.
Oh yes.
Except 98.
Yes, it's just the introduction.
Definitely. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Socialite. I hope to see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that button, and see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.